welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's having a phenomenal day today. So today I'm excited because this is part 2 of my, it was a really long video, guys. I'm sorry I had to break it up into 2 parts. It was like 20 minutes over and I was like, no more. But this is the follow-up review of the makeup products that I used for my stash from the 4th of February. So I'm going to kind of go through them like I would when I do my actual makeup. I'm only going to really talk about the ones I haven't used because I've obviously already probably reviewed the other ones. So for my primers, I use my Pore Professionals. Already love it. It's fabulous. It mattifies. I did try the Cover FX for the first time. It's an illuminating primer. I didn't really get a illuminatingness to it. It feels very much like a moisturizer, so it's a really nice, soft, subtle like application. It doesn't illuminate your skin. It's like saying like a matte to a cream lipstick. Like it's not a matte. It's like a cream. It doesn't really highlight or anything. But moving on. So the foundation I used this week was my Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I love it. It really is full coverage. It is fabulous. It's a little bit pale for me. I'm using Fair Beige, and I probably should actually change it because I'm just a little not as vampire-like. Just a little. And then I was using the AH Rewind. I already reviewed this in my last monthly favorites, but I'm just trying to use them up, even though I didn't care for them as much. And then after I typically do my foundation, before I powder my face and set it all, I like to do my brows because I don't like the powder getting in my brow. I don't know. I'm a weird. I don't know why I do that. So the brows that I used, like I'm putting on fake eyelashes. I'm putting on fake brows, not really filling them in. But I used the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. The only thing I don't like about it is I don't find that the tip of it is thin enough to where I easily can get a nice pointed tail to my brow. So I do end up going in with Precisely My Brow and using its fine tip to fine tune my brow, so I kind of go up underneath to really shape it up more, and then to fine tune the tail, and then I use the other side to kind of smooth everything out because it's got a little spoolie in. And then I would set everything on the days that I actually was like wearing makeup, not for video filming, because those I don't have to add the extra stuff to really seal it in. But I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I love it. It really sets your brows, and I really love like the wand that they use. So that was fabulous. What was that baby talk? I have no idea. And then for my contour, that's what I follow into next. I use the Hoola bronzer. It is fabulous. I read about this all the time. If you haven't tried it, you should try it. I still haven't really broken into it. It doesn't really look like I hardly used it at all. And then for my blush this week, I was using the I'm trying to actually get into palettes that I have not used, and I've had the Gwen Stefani blush palette since it went on clearance. I can't even remember, so it was like a year ago. I kind of have mixed emotions about it. I really only used Easy and then Cherry right here. They're both really pretty, just Easy. This one has a really too much of a shimmer for my taste. It was okay. And then I think Angel and Hush are more of a highlighter. And OC is just a little too orange. I tried using him one day. I just didn't care for him. I ended up popping, I think, Cherry over top of him just to kind of like give him some color and some depth to my face. And then Lo-Fi, I think, is more of a bronzer. I'll probably come back to this palette at some point and use it more as highlighters and bronzers than using it as blush, because he was okay. He was okay. And then for my highlighter, that's the only reason I didn't decide to use him as bronzer and highlighter, because I already had ones that I was supposed to be using. But I fell in love with the Artist Couture. I know it's hopefully showing up well on camera. I literally just saw flecks of it like on my cheekbones. I can see it like on my eyes. But I love it. This is in the shade Illuminati. This came in my Beautycon box. Beautycon? Yeah, it was Beautycon. Absolutely love it. The only thing I don't love is the powder once it kind of has come up out of the I think it's only 3 little holes. I'm going to try to open it for you guys. It doesn't want to go back in, and the thing is, I kept them in my makeup bags. I literally had, you guys probably saw this if you saw my skincare one, but I have a skincare bag that I used, and then I had a Too Faced bag. Of course I use Too Faced. I love him. I think it literally says like Too Faced, maybe on the other side. But I kept all my makeup in there trying to keep track of what I was supposed to be using, and obviously it was getting shuffled. That was my only complaint about that. And moving on, what do I do next? Eyeshadow. So I finally got into like a divot of my Urban Decay Primer Potion. yeah, the eye primer potion. Really, really love this stuff. It really gives a nice smooth surface for your eyeshadow application. It is fabulous. You should definitely try it. I think they still have a million of them at Nordstrom Rack if you have a Nordstrom Rack near you. And then the palette I used, obviously since I used the blush, I was like, let me use the Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette. I kind of have mixed feelings about this. I think it's great if you like very soft, subtle nudes and you love shimmer. I loved the shade Pop, which is this really pretty shade. It's what I'm wearing on my lid right now. And then I fell in love with Punk, mostly because I love a burgundy shade. Reddish brown is gorgeous on my eyelids. The only shades I didn't end up playing with is I didn't play with Stark and I didn't play with Harajuku or Blackout. And the only reason I know this is because literally there's no brush dip into them. I mean, overall, I think it was an okay palette. I didn't enjoy Danger, which was the blue shade here. You'll see a little bit of an intense look in further this week, this week. I'm like trying to figure out when those videos were getting uploaded because obviously I film like in advance. It was just a lot of buffing out. I was literally like blending because I was trying to get the blue to come up, but it has such a dark black undertone. It was just too harsh on my face and I did not enjoy it. So I ended up actually taking the Artist Couture highlighter Illuminati over top of it to kind of help soothe it out, and I really love that. Him as an eyeshadow shade is gorgeous. I also will probably won't use it much as a highlighter, but I'll probably put them into my brow bone. Let's move on to the, I did not like this guy. So this is the Estee Edit, the Edgiest Kohl Shadow Stick. So when I think of a shadow stick, I think of like the Too Faced one, how it's got like the little shadow part, and then you put that on, and then you kind of smoke it out, you know, with a smudge brush that's like on the wand, and it's easily smudgeable. But this guy, it did not want to smudge. It reminds me very much of like an eyeliner. I don't know if it's that I just didn't like, it was a pain to use. I didn't like it. It felt like I was putting eyeliner on and that it didn't want to move. It annoyed me. I ended up putting eyeshadow over top of it, and now I have lovely amounts of stuff on my hand. I just wish on the other side, because it has a pencil sharpener, I was supposed to say I'd included a smudge brush. It probably would have been easier to use, like the Too Faced one, which is one I just used. It has a smudge brush, but also if you take off the little smudge brush, it's got, I broke it on camera. Hashtag, that's my life. Literally just broke this thing. This is cool. But it has a pencil sharpener on the other side.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Well, all my other ones that I have a pencil sharpener still, but not this guy. Oh, that was fun. That was not planned, guys.
You killed my eyeliner.
I just killed eyeliner. I didn't do it. Oh, my sister's upset. She's like, what? Like you ever use it. The eyeliners I did use though. I used the Kat Von D Trooper. You guys, I've talked about this a million times. I love Trooper. You should try it. It's an amazing liquid eyeliner. And then the other one I tried was from Julep. And this one is their When Pencil Met Gel. And it is in the shade Smoky Plum. That's the whole reason I played with Danger from the Gwen Stefani palette. I thought they would complement each other because a plum it is not. If you have a picture of a navy plum, send it to me. Hashtag AFoxyLife on any social media and I will see it. But yeah. It was I liked how it stayed and I loved how well it went on. My only qualm with him is you do have to sharpen him like a regular pencil, and you guys know how much I hate that. Let's see what else. So after I put on my eyeliner, I end up putting on my mascara, and I used the Buxom, and I loved how it kind of helped to separate my lashes. I just wasn't the biggest fan of its formula, and the fact that it stays very true to like a natural lash. It's not as buildable as the mascaras I prefer, but still it was nice, and I will continue using him. And then moving on to my lips. So, and then I'll be able to transition to the products I have to move on to. So I use the No Bleeding Lips for No Cosmetics. If you have not tried this thing is so good. If you ever have a lipstick that likes to run on you, it is amazing to keep it together. I love it, and I love that it's clear so you can use it with anything. Next week, well, you guys will have already seen it because this goes up on Sunday, so you guys will already know what I'm using, but I'm going to be picking, I've already picked better shades because I picked really all pink shades. So I have the Melted Candy from Too Faced, which I love. It's a beautiful bright pink color. I just wish it wasn't as drying, but it is a matte lipstick, so duh. Pristine from Tarte, I love how nice and minty it is, and then Lolly Tint, which is what I am wearing. It's one of my favorite things to wear, mostly because it just doesn't come off. It's amazing. I love how much you can build on it. You can leave it really, really light, or you can make it a really bright Barbie bubblegum pink. And I think that is it for what I use for my makeup. It is. The two products I'm going to have to revisit on my Shop My Stash. You guys have already seen this if you've seen that video. But I had to redo my Bravo Conditioner Primer because he accidentally got put into my makeup bag because he looks like all the other Benefit products because they all have similar packaging. So I ended up tossing him in there. So I would have used him more in my skincare routine to make sure he was getting used because it's supposed to help your brows grow. And then the other thing I skipped on was the Sugar Advanced Therapy Lip Treatment. The only reason is I had a cold sore starting to come in. Anytime the weather quickly changes, my hands decide to chafe and peel on me, and cold sores are like always in my future, so I have to quickly, like, if you've never done this, if you like take salt and water and rub it into what's supposed to be coming up a cold sore, it will zap it away. But I didn't want to take any chances on putting extra moisture on my lips to make it want to grow, so I ended up skipping on him. But you will see him in the next review. But that is it for this video, and that is it for this segment, because we're not doing 3 parts. That would be disgusting. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll put a link down in my social medias down below. Stay foxy, guys.